I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Now here's White. He's got 9. He takes it in.
Kobe
Good
White.
for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Kobe White.
And White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Oh, that was terrific.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
Lowry drives in. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Russell inside. He's got 6. And it goes down 2 points. Russell's got 8.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
First personal foul. Second team
And
foul.
just over 3.5 minutes played here in the
Coming
second
onto
quarter.
the floor for the away team.
White left side. And White
White.
slams it in.
And right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that.
2 minutes
Those
remaining
kind of
first half.
displays
2
of
minutes.
strength can get one team
Full
rolling.
team foul.
And
Marcus Smart.
put the other team
First
on its
personal
heels.
foul.
We'll see how it
Third
plays
team
out.
foul.
White inside.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as stick you one-on-one.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
It's a close game here in Boston. Right side, White. Leonard on the wing. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Kuminga. Oh, that's blocked. White looking around. Good work defensively by Smart. There's the 3. The rebound by Richards. Here's White.
Kobe
Driving
White.
inside.
The assist.
And White
Nick
slams it in.
Richards.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
That one falls. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That's tipped. And he's able to get it back. White. And they're moving it up. Here's Kuminga.
2 points.
And finished off by Kuminga.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but man, he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Paul. The 3. The shot, no good. Pass to Harden. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Paul. Leonard with no one around.
Kawhi Leonard.
Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Harden outside. Pass to Kuminga. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
Langford.
It'll be a turnover.
And that goes out of
Away
bounds.
team ball.
And they retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play. Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Yeah, defensively, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
Pass to McGee. Now here's Paul. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was
Away
easy
team
there.
ball.
Not sure what he
Now
was
into
thinking
the
about with
lineup
that
for
pass.
your
Just
home
sailed
team.
it right out of bounds.
Jared Vanderbilt. D'Angelo
Just under
Russell.
2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. With the drive. Here's McGee. Kicks it out to Leonard. Goes back up. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Russell. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by Smart.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
3.
Boy, the incredible court vision of Paul. He gets the ball to his guys where they can do something with it.
Russell inside. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals
2
now
minutes
being
remaining in the
allowed
third. 2
from
minutes.
point-blank range. Can't happen.
Out of bounds. Away team ball. Checking in for your home
The
team.
visitors with the ball. Drains the
Chris
three-pointer.
Paul.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Russell. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
For the lead, Langford misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that one's good by Porter.
You need shooters to win in this league. That's a given. And Porter certainly can provide that floor spacing for you.
And it's
Ball
blocked.
is turned over.
And so the ball is out of
Away team ball.
bounds. Richardson touched it last. 1:14 left in the third quarter. And here's Leonard from 3.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Russell. Drives to the hoop. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Vanderbilt.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
That's a 2 from Paul. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion, you'll have periods like this.
And a wide open look for Porter. No good with the triple. 3-pointer. And the basket by
Romeo
Langford.
Langford.
Langford's got 13.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Lays it up and banks it in. ABC's got his second bucket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
From deep, Richardson. And that one released in time, but no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Leading by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Vanderbilt. Out to Russell. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat.
Now's the
Kobe
time
White.
to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Pass to Russell. Inside. Vanderbilt. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's White. And the 3 ball is
Kobe
good.
White.
White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
And here's Richardson. Pass to Vanderbilt. And that one drops.
Vanderbilt 2 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's White. Buries the long-range
Kobe
jumper.
White, 3 points.
White's got 25 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Shot clock at 6.
Home team. Checking in for
Okay,
your
let's
home
check in
team.
with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you
Second
down.
personal foul.
Let's just stick to
First
what got
team
us here.
foul.
Kevin, we'll see if they can build on
Shooting
this
for the
lead.
home team.
Thank you, David.
Jonathan Kuminga.
He's off on the second. It's stolen by Kuminga. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the
Romeo
shot.
Langford.
And there's a
Second
whistle
personal
that goes
foul.
on Romeo Langford.
Second team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
To the inside. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Here's White. Pass to McGee. Outside, White. Back to McGee. Stolen by Harden. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammates shots.
Romeo
Does a
Langford.
really good job setting up a shooter.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Jonathan Kuminga.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford
2
to
minutes
give
remaining
them
in the
open
game.
looks.
2 minutes.
For 3. Langford misses.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good on the three-point shot.
The creativity of an artist. That's what Harden has. An excellent decision-making, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Pass to Langford. To the middle. Stolen by Smart. Harden with it. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. Now Langford. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Now, here is Harden. Doesn't go for him. White with the defensive effort. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
52 seconds left in the game.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Smart on the wing. And stolen by Knight. Fast break. Here we go. Langford misses. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Here is Harden. And it's White with the rebound. Leonard, that's for two. And so the home crowd treated
Happy. Holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Down low.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Paul goes in. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass. So it's the visitors now. Outside Hardaway. Good on the triple.
Penny Hardaway.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
White looking around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Tough play for White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the
Siakam with it. Leonard with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Hardaway with the steal. And they're running. Bane for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Inside. Here's McGee. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Now Hardaway. Pass to Siakam. Back to Hardaway. Leonard with the steal. Here's White. Leonard trying to break free. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 5 points so far.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard, certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi has.
White, good.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Outside Hardaway. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. And slams up by Tatum.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's White. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Hardaway. Good on the bucket.
Assisted.
And it's 7 points for ABC.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
First personal foul.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game. Now here is Hardaway. He has 7. McGee with the block. Leonard looking over the floor. Shot left block. Nifty move. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's Hardaway again missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Paul. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Working inside Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Now here's Hardaway. In the corner. Tatum with it. Drives to the hoop.
Jason
And the dunk by Tatum.
just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam. And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Bane. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Bane following the basket by Chris Paul. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Here's Tatum going inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And so here's the home team. 6-point game. It's White on the wing. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He goes on Jason Tatum.
Second team foul.
White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
And both free throws good for White.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
McGee with the block. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Away team foul.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so
First
far.
personal foul.
The real issue is the fact
Second
that
team
they're
foul.
unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Shooting for the home team.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Taking 2 shots.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. To stop the run. Into the lane. Melton's shot is good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to Leonard. Outside, White. Here it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Leading by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And it's Primo with the rebound. Ballinger on the double team. Here's Langford. Misses the 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin. And he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It is served him well.
Langford.
Thank you.
First personal foul.
And there's a whistle.
First
that goes
team
on
foul.
Romeo Langford. That is his first foul of the game.
man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's ABC. No points in the game hit for him. It's good.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. And they recover it. Pass to Primo. Langford has the open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Langford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the left side wing. Jovic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. The shot by Primo, no good. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hardy. Off target from 3-point range. It's White on the wing. Out to the wing. And Langford has it in the corner. Pass to Primo. Outside Leonard for the 3. The offensive rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's White from the corner. And no good. Here's Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Team foul.
And last season's numbers show him
At the line for the away team.
clip, which is
D'Anthony
far
Melton.
better than most.
Taking 2 shots.
Melton hits them both. Now here is Lowry to the middle. There's Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kaminsky's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And a wide open look for Valanciunas. From outside off the
Away
mark.
team foul. D'Anthony Melton.
Got a slight edge on
First
the boards,
personal
but
foul.
it just feels
First
a
team
lot
foul.
bigger.
Checking in for the away team.
1:57 left here in the second. To the wing right side. Outside Lowry. To the inside. Richards. Kaminsky in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kaminsky's got 8 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, the increased playmaking playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Here's Langford, and it's good. 2 points. Langford's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and off to the races.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
58 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Lowry. Nothing yet on the score for him. Count the basket.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
Here's Hardaway.
Home team
and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Third team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the away team.
You'll take what he
Penny Hardaway. At the line for 2.
Numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Primo. And Bane pulls it down. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Get ready for the Death Squad!
Lowry with the ball. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Hardaway. Got a piece of it. And so we wrap up the first half. Up 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Bane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal
it's
foul.
On Romeo Langford.
First team foul.
And I like the fact that the
At the
defense
line
is
for the
looking
away
to
team.
protect the rim at all
Desmond
costs.
Bane. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Now Langford. Down low. Here's Richards. Takes it inside. A beautiful reverse layup. Langford's got 7 points.
A lethal attacker. Langford enjoys finding those avenues to the bucket and then just torching the defense.
And Langford with the stop.
Langford throwing it down.
And just tacks a few more
Assisted
points
by
onto
Kyle
the
Lowry.
lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
They get the rebound. Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And there's the drive.
Home team
Langford
foul.
misses.
Romeo Langford.
And there's a whistle. That
Fourth
goes on
personal
Romeo
foul.
Langford.
Second team
that
foul.
will get him his 4th foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Bane inside the 3-point line.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
5 to shoot.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness. Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And Langford with the stop down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
Now, here's Langford. 13 points in the game.
Langford throwing it down.
Tricky ball handling. When Langford wants to get fancy, he can dance and really put the defense on its heels.
From deep. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Basket is good by Romeo.
And the basket by Langford.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Bane. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
Assisted by
Bane got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And stolen by Siakam. And Tatum launches it from deep. And here's Sabonis. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Here's Langford. To the paint. And this one is hammered home.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. .152 left in the 3rd. 6 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Home team ball.
Now here's Lowry. Down low. Leonard. Shakes him. And the shot goes down.
Kyle Lowry.
And that's now 6 points for Leonard.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Bane, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet.
Away team foul.
And he's got to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about
Coming onto the floor for the
foul
away
there?
team.
I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's ABC.
Backcourt
That's going to be over. Back, not watching for the line that time.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Here's Langford. Sinks the three-pointer. Langford's got 20 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Here he goes. Here's Langford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
second personal foul.
So good once he gets in the
Second team
lane.
foul.
Langford attracts a lot of attention.
Shooting for the home team, Romeo Langford.
Good on both. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. They need this. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got 6.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Assisted by Romeo
Well, very
Langford.
hard to deal with Kawhi Leonard in the pick and roll. His mobility allows him to be an effective roller.
On the wing, Melton. And the shot is good. Melton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Here's Hardy. And he drives in. Off target with that shot. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Langford. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
It's good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Langford with it. Back to Leonard. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's the drive. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, to steal a line from you up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
And Langford with the stop.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Goes back up. Over to the left wing. 4 on the shot clock.
And the foul.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those 2 groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And it's Leonard at the elbow. The shake. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
D'Anthony Melton.
Melton's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Lowry, and he banks in the layup.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
Here's Hardy, and it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution for
Look
the
at the
away
clock, a
team.
little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Here's Lowry. He takes it in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever
2
sell
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
absolute perfection.
Home
You
team.
could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt? Now into the lineup for your home team.
And so here's the home team. Paul looking over the floor. With the drive. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. And so here's the home team. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Here's Paul. Here's Leonard. The 15-footer. Good. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
Pick and roll. Chris Paul, they are synonymous with excellence. This guy in the two-man game, look out.
Pascal Siakam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's White. Driving the lane. And White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Right side Tatum. And it's Primo with the
Away
rebound.
team foul.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Paul outside. .55 seconds left in the game. Basket good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Bane inside the three-point line. Hits the front of the rim and out. White drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Jason Tatum.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Personal foul.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays
Penny
with a lot
Hardaway.
of moxie. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Paul outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
The ball goes to the away team.
Now Hardaway So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a tale of two teams tonight. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. So the Hornets win the tip.
Yo, check KP. Hey, who got here?
Outside, Porzingis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Assist goes to.
And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
To the paint. Green.
Danny Green.
Count the basket.
Nice look for Danny.
Danny Green there taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
Down low. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
To the middle. Outside, Green. Pass to Azubuike. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lillard outside.
Kobe White.
And there is the whistle.
First
That goes on
foul.
Kobe White.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Now here's Lillard.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
High post shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
And here's White after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. A three from Leonard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is who White is, a competitor, a hard-nosed player. Love the activity on the offensive glass.
Assisted by
And
Damian
that
Lillard.
assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact.
First
Sets
personal
up
foul.
and improves
First
his
team
guys
foul.
as well as anyone, and he's
At the
the
line,
engine
your
to
home
this
team.
whole operation.
Kobe White.
And Kobe White in the open floor is a blur. Great burst with the ball.
He can fly right by his defenders. He knows when to turn the Jets on, GA. Very big part of his offensive production.
Driving to the basket. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Nobody near Lillard. No good from outside. White looking around. Inside. Here's McGee. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Udoka Azubuike.
Score the basket, his second of two attempts.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Paul outside. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Pass to Azubuike. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Home team foul.
And there is the
Kobe
whistle.
White.
That goes on Kobe
Second
White.
personal foul.
That'll be his
Third
second
team
foul
foul.
of the game. Out to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Here's Walker. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Now Leonard. Changes up.
2 minutes remaining.
Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis
Still home team
being
ball.
put to great use there.
Here's Leonard. To the inside. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Porzingis has got the ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And just wanting it more there. You got to like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
Leonard on the wing. Out to White. Pulls from the top of the key. hits the jump shot. White's got his second bucket of the night. And then Lillard slams it in.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Azubuike. And he banks in the lane. Azubuike's got 6.
Damian Lillard.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The drive by Paul. That one's not going to go.
Home team foul.
Solid defense
Chris
from Lillard.
Second
Chris Paul picks
foul.
up the foul.
4th team
That's
foul.
foul number 2 for him.
Hornets
And
substitution.
some changes here for the Hornets. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Now here's Paul. Steps back and fires. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Pass to Luwawu. Here's McGrady. McGee with the block. Down low. And stolen by Love. Now Bryant. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Hornets on top. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Hornets substitution.
All-around player,
Bol.
Kyle Lowry.
You know, GA, a star who's also a glue guy. He takes the temperature of the team and gives it whatever it needs, whenever it's needed.
Here's Lowry from downtown. Langford misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Bryant. Rebounded by McGee. Pass to Langford. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's Bol. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Lowry feeling it out a bit. And he hits it to tie the game up. Lowry's got his first points of the night.
Muscling through contact, one of Lowry's specialties. Very strong upper
Home
body.
team foul.
I'm not sure the
Richards.
defense affected that
First
shot.
personal
That
foul.
was just a blown
First
gimme.
team foul.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Bryant drives in. And Bol wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Inside.
Home team
Here's
foul.
Bryant.
Romeo
And
Langford.
foul on the shot. He'll
First
shoot 2
personal foul.
at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
It's on Romeo
At the
Langford.
line for the Hornets.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. but they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
Here's McGrady. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Luwalu's got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And the basket by Langford. Langford's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Now that is encouraging. It's crucial that Langford continues to hone that outside jumper.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And he drives in. And Langford with the stop.
A lethal attacker. Langford enjoys finding those avenues to the bucket and then just torching the defense.
Thomas Bryant.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
The Hornets on offense. They trail by 1. McGrady outside. To the middle. Here's Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The tray. Primo with the bucket. Primo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Richards
with the dunk.
And he dunks it down.
Kyle Lowry.
You gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Langford following the bucket by the Hornets. To the paint. Here's Richards to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's McGrady. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Here's Langford. And Langford with the stuff.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And he comes up with the deuce. Luwalu's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Luwalu. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Primo with the bucket. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
That's a 3-second violation.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Hornets substitution.
Left side Lowry. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Up by 1. And will return shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is.
Away team foul.
He leads by example.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
2 shots.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
There's Green with the 3.
Ball
And
is
it goes
turned
out of
over.
bounds.
Home team ball.
Last touch by Green. Outside Lowry. No good. Shot missing. And the Hornets now going the other way. And a wide open look for Walker.
3
Good.
points.
And it's Green picking up the assist. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping
Both
his
team
eyes
foul.
up, finding his
Frank
teammate
Kaminsky.
wide open.
First personal
And not the
foul.
most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now here's Walker. Again, the Hornets score. Here's Primo.
Away team foul. Udoka Azubuike. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over
Checking in
midway so
for your
far.
home team.
And it's Paul penetrating. Trading. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second
That'll be 3
violation.
seconds. Hornets
That's
ball.
just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And the Hornets with possession here. The lead is 2. Lillard left side. Pass to Walker. Zingas high post. Pocket 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Lillard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation. So now here's Paul. And there's the drive. Takes it off the glass. Paul's got 6.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
Lillard from outside.
Damian
And it's the
Lillard.
Hornets another 3.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's White. It's tipped. And there
Home
is the
team
whistle.
foul.
That goes on
Kobe
Kobe
White.
White.
Third personal
That'll be his
foul.
third foul so far.
First team foul.
Hornets leading by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. With the drive. And White with the block.
Tremendous effort from Kobe on defense, managing to get a hand up on the shot.
Down low. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the
Defensive
line.
foul called on
It's on
Damian
Damian Lillard.
Lillard.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the sudden pull-up jumper.
3-on-3. Here's Walker. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Outside, White. Out left to the wing. Paul with the three. Out to White. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Azubuike. Second
A confident
foul.
scorer with an attacking
Team
mindset.
foul.
If you're the defense, don't let Kobe White watch you slipping.
And both free throws good for White.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Paul looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Driving inside. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Azubuike. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Paul with the ball.
Away team foul.
Now Green defending.
Danny Green.
And foul
First
call. Looks
personal
like they had a
foul.
clear path to the
Fifth
basket.
team
He'll
foul.
be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain
For your
possession.
home team.
It's his first trip to the line.
Chris.
And they're drawing more
substitution.
whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Bull. Leonard with the steal. Ball outside. Drives to the hoop. Tries again. McGee with it. And looks like the illegal hit was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Timeout Hornets.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Hornets substitution.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
To the inside. Bowl, that's good.
Bowl.
8 points for Bowl.
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, inside Bolt, he does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Reverses. Lowry. Bucket is good. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the
Tracy
line.
McGrady.
First free throw is good. And McGrady drops them both. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, White. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. McGrady with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it's good for 2.
I like White's decision-making in the pick and roll. He has a good understanding of the defense.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Violation. Home team ball.
Left side, Leonard. Pass to McGee. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 9-point game.
Home team foul.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White.
Personal foul.
That will get him his
Team
4th
foul.
foul of the game. There's the drive. And that one's good.
Tracy McGrady.
McGrady's got 4 this quarter.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Away team foul.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal
And
foul.
I like the fact that
First
the
team
defense is
foul.
looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Shooting for the home team.
Wow.
Romeo
What, did he have something in his
Langford.
eye on that shot?
Maybe. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here he goes. McGrady
Tracy McGrady.
makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Crafty play from Kyle Lowry in the paint, getting by the defense into his shot.
Porzingis.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Outside for Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Langford. And that one goes long.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Inside. Bowl, that's good.
Bowl.
And that's 10 straight points in the
Home
paint.
team.
The defense, nowhere to be found.
Get ready for the Death Squad.
Both teams making substitutions here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thanks so much, David.
One of those guards who just oozes with potential. Langford has the size and skill set that every team is looking for.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Kobe White with the quickness and the dunk at the end.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal
Nations
foul.
inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
Shooting for the home team. Kobe.
He hits both from the stripe. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the start. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, as long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
And yes, it's good. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total
Damian
control.
Lillard.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Pass to White. And White slams it in.
White with the dunk.
We've seen White fill it up before. Once he gets cooking, good luck trying to contain him.
Now Lillard. White covering. Lillard attacking. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Going inside. White. Pass to McGee. Outside White. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Azubuike.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And McGrady, as accomplished a mid-range shooter as we have in the game, keeps that high release point on the jump shot.
And it's Leonard missing. Lillard outside. To the middle. Out to the right wing. And stolen by White. Langford with it. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. It'll be the visiting team taking on the Bruins. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, who got him?
Now, here's Doncic. Outside for George.
Get that.
Offline with his three. Paul looking over the floor. For both teams tonight, unbelievable talent up front.
Kevin, you're right. I love seeing what we have in store in the paint area in this matchup. I think that's likely where this game is going to be decided.
The three for Doncic. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside, White. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
From downtown, that's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Now here's White. Lets the three fly. Just 2 to shoot. The shot's good from McGee.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
They get it again.
Here's
McGee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a
3-second violation
for this
The
league.
ball goes to the away team.
Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting
Onyeka
foul.
Okongwu. First
A
personal
superstar
foul.
who really kind
First
of
team
keeps
foul.
to himself. Leonard truly
Shooting for
leads
the
by
away team.
example, and it's produced titles.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
The big fundamental.
Duncan with the bucket.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Here's Paul. Good for the basket.
Chris
Starting
Paul.
off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Duncan. Doncic with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Leonard with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, George. Got a piece of it.
Away team foul.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
That's his first foul. First team foul.
Outside, George.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Duncan. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires top of the key. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Inside. It's stolen by Duncan. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bruins. Paul outside. Down low. Here's Leonard. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Leonard's got 9. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Bruins. Duncan right side. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Paul. Pushing it up. Paul George with the steal. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Up by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Timeout called, the Bruins. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Help out on Lowry.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
First personal foul.
Pretty strange.
First
I mean,
team
no
foul.
idea what got into his head right there.
For your Bruins, Paul George.
Here's Langford.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Over Gallinari.
Bruins
And
foul.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal
That one
foul.
on Gallinari.
Second team foul.
Like the edge Langford plays.
Shooting for
He
the away
enjoys
team.
taking on defenders and trying to finish through the contact.
Outside, George. Fires the 3. And no good that time. here's Langford. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
For three. The shot, no good. The Bruins go the other way with it. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And it's George finishing it off.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
6 to shoot. To the paint. And it's in there. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The shot by Primo, no good. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
Nick Richards.
And that one is
assisted.
Good.
Romeo
you
Langford.
see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
And George, here we go.
Away team foul.
And that'll be 2 free throws
Nick
coming
Richards.
up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we all know what George brings
At the line for
offensively.
goal,
But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces
Nick
on that
Richards.
end of the floor. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly
Away
how the
team
game
foul.
is played in the paint
Romeo
inside,
Langford.
guys. I mean, if you can play
First
over the
personal
top,
foul.
I think you've got a big
Second
advantage.
team foul.
From deep, George.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it back. Pass to Butler. Back to George. Goes up again. Oh, that's blocked.
That's
They
a
retain
24-second
possession.
violation.
And there's the shot clock
Away team
violation.
ball.
Couldn't get the shot off in time. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The drive by Lowry. Richards. Over to the left wing. Here's Primo. The three-pointer, no good. George with the ball. Pass to Baisley. Back to George.
Away team foul.
And
Team foul.
outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could
personal
have used
foul.
his contribution.
Third team foul.
1:53 left here in the second. Here's Langford. And he sinks that one
Romeo
in the back
Langford.
of the rim on the way in. Langford's got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The three from George. And they get it back. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period,
Josh
he really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Deflects the pass. And Langford has it in the corner. All sorts of time. Richards.
Right here.
From deep. And the basket by
Romeo Langford.
He's got 14.
Now that is encouraging. It's crucial that Langford continues to hone that outside jumper.
Outside, George. Out to Gallinari. There's the 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Langford has the open look.
Romeo Langford.
Nail. everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. So Memphis will get the first possession. Outside Anthony. Pass to Ayton. And he converts the way. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big man up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
First personal foul. First team foul.
You think about the legacy of Chris Paul. He's one of the best to ever play that position.
Taking two shots.
I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Now, Hero. Yep, it counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Goes up again.
I got ball.
Paul for 3. The rebound by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Memphis. Murray. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
White, wide open. He fires. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
The shot's good from Paul.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Assist from.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
White with it. Now guarded by Ayton. The shot's good from McGee.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
To the paint. Here's Murray. Tries again. Great D that time from Leonard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Paul, no one around him. It's rebounded by Memphis. Anthony right side. Stolen by McGee. And here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
Basket by Kawhi.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Here's Murray. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Here's White. Outside Leonard. To the wing right side. Tries yet again. Paul with the bucket. 6 points from Chris Paul.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to Ayton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Hero. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The assist from CP3.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Grant goes in.
Jeremy Grant.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, how about the opportunistic Jeremy Grant taking it strong on the drive? Love it.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three.
First quarter still is not who you want to leave open.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Pass to Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Count it good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Assistant.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi.
McGee, the bank deposit.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The drive by Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Leonard with the steal. There's the drive. Outside, White. Pass to Leonard. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 9. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Here's Paul. Here he goes. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Davis. McGee with the block. Pass to White. Back to Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Inside, Paul. Outside, Leonard. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've heard some talk about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
And both free throws good for Davis. with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
Yeah, you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career. I'm just going to keep there. It's not about being famous.
Into the
lineup
lineup for
basketball
Memphis.
and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on his sport.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're
Anthony
ignoring the
Towns.
scoreboard and playing hard.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Home team foul.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys?
First
I mean, their
personal
defense
foul.
has got
Second
to have a
team
little
foul.
bit more toughness about it.
Memphis trails by 16. Here's Towns. And they will get the basket in house as they rule goaltending.
Listen, Karl Anthony Towns is unafraid to take it right at the defense on the inside. Play through the chest. That's nice.
And Langford has it in the corner. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Davis. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And they're moving it up. Pass to Leonard. Here's Primo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Personal foul.
There's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
Langford has the open look. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA. Here on 2K Sports. It'll be the visiting team taking on Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg. And Greg Anthony from the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now here's Leonard. To the middle. Here's McGee. And Davis sends it back. And the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Oh, we expect some fireworks tonight, don't we, Clark? These teams can really light it up.
Yeah, you've got great scores on both sides in this one, Kevin. That makes it difficult to take anything away defensively. It's going to come down to can you get a few turnovers and some extra possessions. Whichever team does that, I think comes out on top.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars,
Chris Paul,
you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
The rejection by Paul. Driving to the basket. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
Miami foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Driving in.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre.
Second team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
There's Beal with the 3. Beal with another miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Outside Leonard. And the foul on Paul Pierce.
Paul. Paul Pierce.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside White. 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. From the top of the key. Leonard with the bucket.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Outside Beal. Oubre, no one around him. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Inside. Here's Leonard. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Beal from long range. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's up a 3. Sinks the triple.
Bradley Beal.
Beal's got 6.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now
first.
here's
2
Paul.
minutes.
All sorts of time. Nice
Chris
jump
Paul.
shot. Good. 6 points for him.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
When Davis is driving with momentum behind him, watch out below.
Here is Paul. He has
Chris
6.
Paul.
And he banks in the layup.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
On the wing, Davis. To the inside. Outside for Beal. Portis in the post. And the layup is good.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Out of bounds.
Miami
Miami takes possession. Miami trailer. Pass to Oubre. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Outside White. To the paint. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Portis. It's Beal on the wing. 6 points for him.
Away
And
team
this
foul.
is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them
personal
compromise
foul.
when he
Second
does.
team foul.
Miami shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Down low.
JaVale McGee.
And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Beal drives in.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
And so, lots of... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
With the drive. Two free throws coming up, and they... They call the shooting foul. And Clark, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big may be stretching it a little bit in analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
And the shot is good. Primo's got his first basket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Good on the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Drains the three-pointer.
Josh Primo.
Primo's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
So it's Miami now, trailing by 2. Here's Grady.
Away
And a
team
lot of
foul.
contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. Second team
He got
foul.
him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Miami.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Lowry drives in. Out to the right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Miami ball.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Grady. Misses in close. Here's Primo. 5 points in the game. Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Deflects the pass. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Away team ball.
Pass to Primo. To the paint. Here's Richards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
Goes to
you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
Here's Grady. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Ball.
Langford with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 6. And Langford with the stop.
Romeo Langford.
And how about the hops Langford has? Terrific at just rising up and being free and then throwing it down.
Screen coming.
Here's Grady. Misses the 3.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
Miami trails by 4. Good ball movement here by Miami. And there's the drive. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Shot clock at 3. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
2 points. That one goes.
Lowry showing you the veteran smarts there, able to sniff out when the D has overcommitted and taken advantage.
When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero.
Romeo
the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
Nifty move. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he was really in a good flow that time. Saw the opening, let the play evolve a bit, and then boom, boom.
Wing shot on the way, and it's Miami with another.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Miami trails by 3.
Come around.
Inside. Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
The assist.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Brown outside. Going inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to Primo. 4 seconds left. And that one is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so here is Miami. It's a 1-point game. Left side Pierce. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Here's McGee. Good, and Paul gets the assist. McGee's got his second bucket tonight. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Langford. Here's White. Drops in the layup for 2.
White.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
White.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Out of bounds.
Hot off the drive. White
Away
is
team
so
ball.
explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Pierce. Shoots over White. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Miami
Look at him,
foul.
and he's a little hit
Paul
and miss
Pierce.
from there, even without
Second
a defender in
personal
his
foul.
face. No guarantee.
First team foul.
Now Langford. He's got 7.
Romeo
Got that
Langford.
bucket in no time at all. Langford's got 9 points.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Beal. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Shooting for Miami.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
Here's White. And the layup's good off the glass.
Kobe White.
He's got 10. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 1. Driving inside.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Paul. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
For 2.
Doesn't take a lot for AD to get to the rim. With his length, he can throw it down easily.
Here's White. And Davis sends it back. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Oubre outside. Back to Beal. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority
Miami
for McGee,
foul.
I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in
Second
the air,
personal
use
foul.
that length to
Second
deny
team
shots at the
foul.
rim.
To the middle. Here's White. Paul, no one around him.
Chris Paul.
And the
3
3 ball
points.
is good. Paul's got 13 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
Fans guys are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. It slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Second personal foul.
And great to look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with.
At the line for the away team.
For his position.
Kawhi Leonard.
It helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
He hits Brown with the drive. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Leonard. Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Chris Paul.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Chris Paul.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Grady, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective. He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And unpredictability, really one of White's strongest traits, including when pulling up on a dime. Nice.
And that one drops. He's got 26.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Leonard. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
To the inside. Back to Paul. Takes a 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's the visitors now. They lead by 4. White drives in, lays it up and banks it in. White's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more. Painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end?
Miami
I'll tell you
foul.
what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows
Personal foul.
paying them even more.
First team foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was
Checking in
about.
for
I mean,
Miami.
talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The shot's good from McGee.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's the break. Here's Paul. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Paul's got 21.
Against close defense, Paul's agility and ball handling is really what makes the difference. Slipping by and able to get the finish.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond the second free of the half right there.
Chris Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Beal.
Away team foul.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws
Second
coming
personal
up.
Foul. First team foul.
Just such a high IQ.
Shooting
Beal
for
using
Miami.
the bounce to get to the line where he's just a fantastic free throw shooter. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so the timeout here by Steve Nash.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Checking in for the away team.
Updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard with the bucket.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Over to the left wing. And over. Wide open look for Portis. And again, Miami with the triple.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Out to the right wing. In the corner, it's Oubre. To tie it up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Second team foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here. Where we are.
That one drops. He ties it up. To the middle. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That one goes in.
From Pierce.
Portis has got it all tied up now for Miami.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Leonard, no luck. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Miami. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Davis. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist.
Davis for 2.
Poise under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
White, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been No match. They just pick them apart.
Third team foul.
On defense, the visitors.
Substitution for the away team. Romeo Langford.
Has to be
Chris Paul. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
And he tries this. And finished off by Beal.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
And they get it back. Miami leading by 4. .133 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The kick out to Pierce. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Pierce has got the lead up to 6 now for Miami. And here's Langford. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Portis.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Beal with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to Beal. Down low. And Davis puts it in.
Anthony Davis for 2.
And Miami leads by 8.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Away team ball.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Nobody near Leonard. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Beal drives in. Outside for Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Back to Beal. The three-pointer off the mark.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Langford. Miami grabs the miss. And an intentional foul right there.